All right, my friends, so last video I showed you about the credit rating agencies and how the bond credit ratings are. So just remember, if it's got two A's in there, or it starts with an A, we're using Moody's, then it's a investment grade. If it's below investment grade, it'll have only one A in there, or it starts with a B or a C. I hope that makes sense. That's about the best. I mean, look, I refer to this all the time because look at all those things. No way you can know that off the top of your head unless you do this every single day. All right, so let's look at the Wall Street Journal here, and this is going to show us what the market data center tracking bond benchmarks, and this is for Friday. So close the market on Friday. And here's U.S. government. Here's Barclays aggregate. All right, so U.S. government. Right now, we got the 52-week yield change, 3.04 to 3.6. All right, that's what we're doing right now in terms of the yield, how the yield has changed by over the last 52 last year. So 3 to 3.6, all right? That's not bad. That's a pretty significant change for sure. But that's U.S. government. The highest ranking bond you can buy is a government bond, without question. The Barclays aggregate was 3.1 to 3.6. Again, the predominant amount of that will be in government debt. But let's look at corporate indexes, shall we? All right, so we got U.S. corporate indexes. 3.7 to 4.3 is the yields that over the last 52 weeks, all right? So 3.7 to 4.3. That's what you're getting in corporate bonds. Intermediate, I would call that 7 to 10 years. They're probably calling, I don't know what to call them. They might call it 10 to 12. 7 to 10, you're getting 3.4 to 4.0. Long-term bonds, all right? So you're getting long-term bonds 4.3 to 5.05 over the last 52 weeks. All right. Again, so this guy was saying he could get 5 to 7% investment grade bonds trading at discounts. Now, I didn't ask him if it's intermediate bonds, but these aren't intermediate anyway. And the best you can get on the long scale is 5.05, and that's essentially over the last year. And you're not getting those at discount. Hey, let's keep going. AA rated. 3.1 to 3.7. Now, just to be example, where we are right now on the yield curve is on this side, by the way. We're on the lower end of the side because look at this. This is U.S. government, 3.04. It was 3.6. We're right back to 3.04. So right now, the bond market is trading on this side. So a AA rated bond right now, 3.1 is what you're looking at. So let's go back to see what AA rated means. All right, so AA. We go to AA rated. They're using the S&P. So I mean, literally, that is the third notch down from high grade investment grade bonds. That's a high rated investment grade corporate bond, the equivalent of AA2 for Moody's. All right, now let's keep going. So now let's go down to triple B and let's see what S&P is using for triple B. Triple B's right here are lower. Right there, lower medium investment grade. So we're basically one notch above junk bond for S&P. And what are these guys paying right now? 4.03 to 4.7. All right, so that's what you're getting. And investment grade bonds are on the lower end. Are you getting anywhere near 5 to 7? No, you're not. You're not even close. You're getting about 4% on a lower paying a lower credit quality investment grade bond. In fact, let's just look at exactly what it's BAA. What is that? BAA. What do we see here? I guess they're using Moody's right here and SP right there. Yeah, either way, lower investment grade bonds are paying 4.03 to 4.7. Here's the latest yield by that. It was right there. Latest yield. U.S. government's 3.05. Latest yield on corporates 3.8. Latest yield on long term 4.6. Latest yield on AA's, which is high grade investment grade quality, 3.1. Latest yield on low grade investment grade, 4.1. Now, if we go into triple C, high yield, we go to triple. Look at that. Triple C is what? Way low on the junk range. Triple C right there. Extremely speculative. Non-investment grade, extremely speculative non-investment grade. That's way low on the junk, and that's paying 11.699 right now as the yields on those guys. Don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I mean, you can do it, but if you're going to do it, do it in the context of a mutual fund. Don't spread all your eggs in one basket. All right, so high yield right now, the top 100 is paying 6.18. So that's basically 6 1/8. That's the top highest yielding bonds in terms of highest. I'm presuming that's the highest rated credit quality top high yield bonds. 6 1/8. That's not 5 to 7. You're not getting those at discounts. So you're just not. All right, so let's keep going down. Here's the government. These are mortgage backs. We got Ginnie Mae. I talk about Ginnie Mae a million times a Sunday. That's 3.23 right now. I mean, that's not bad, but I mean, it's it's not bad. I like Ginnie Mae. I've told you a million times a Sunday. I like it. And I mean, so corporate debt, 1 to 10 year maturities, you got 4.6, so that's 4 5/8, 4.675. 1 to 10 year maturities, you got 3.5 roughly. High yield 6.5. I mean, so you can just see there's nothing close to 5 and 7%. I just Now I do want to show you. Let's even go to municipals. California tax exempt 2.215. Now, California tax exempt is tax-free from the state of California and it's tax-free from the feds. So that might be good if you're in a high tax bracket. If you're getting 2.215, what you do to get your tax equivalent yield is you take 1 minus your tax bracket. So you're in let's say a 24% tax bracket. That's going to be 2.215 divided by 1 minus 2.4 is 0.76. Your tax equivalent yield there will be 2.91. I wouldn't touch that. Not if I could get a Ginnie Mae at 3 and a 3.2. That's tax-free from the state and tax-free from the federal. But I got to factor in California taxes too. So hold on just a second. 2.215 to get a tax equivalent yield minus, we'll say 24% in the feds, and we'll say 10% to California, which would be divided by 1 minus 0.34, which is 0.66. Tax equivalent yield there is still 3.35. I wouldn't touch a California municipal bond to save my life. I still buy the Ginnie Mae. California has got, have you followed this bullet train thing? It's a freaking nightmare. So I wouldn't touch that to save my life. Now, a 2.215 California tax exempt bond. No way. I'm not touching that. I'm not sure what a bond buyer 6% muni is. Is that a zero? I don't know what that is. Muni mass, so let's go. I don't know what these guys are. 7 to 12 years. I'm not sure what these muni masters are. I don't know what they are. We don't have to really worry about the AMT stuff much anymore. But anyway, all right, I wanted to show you, did I have it else on here? I guess that's it. Oh, yes, I did want to show you. So these are the current Japan government bonds. We got Canada's 1.85. They don't tell us the yields on the terms on these. I guess it's just compounding. Japan's 0.2. Netherlands is 0.3. UK is 1.5. 1.4 global government, 1.85 in Canada, 1.043 in the EU, I guess, 0.68 in France, 0.2 in Germany. That's the yield you're getting on those various foreign bonds. Even if it just, notice anything that's odd about that? Let's take a look at that compared to U.S. government rate 3.05. Would you rather have your money tied up in Germany at 0.2 or the U.S. at 3.05? That's why I tell people, what is the alternative? What's the alternative to corporate U.S. bonds? What is it? Everyone says the bond market is doomed. U.S. is the banking or the dollar is going to go to zero. Blah. I say, okay, so where are you going to put your money instead? In German bonds at 0.2% yield? Nah. All right, that's what I want to show you. So let's look at what this, now that's the yield. That's all that matters. Here's a 52-week change. And so what this guy was probably saying is he could get corporate bonds with a rate of return of 5 to 7%, which is different than his historically, probably, I don't know, which is different than what he is getting on the current yield. I don't know that to be true, but here, give you an example. A AA bond right now over the last 52 weeks has given you a 4.14% rate of return, whereas the current yield is 3.17. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is a yield. I mean, nothing else matters. So I'm not going to get into that too much right now, but just I don't care about the 52-week return. I care about the yield. And the yield is 3.17. That's it. No more, no less. Now, I don't even know what the price of that bond is. I don't know if it's trading at par or not. I have no idea. Anyway, so that's the current state of the bond markets. All right. So I think now I'll go to part 3 on this here in just a second. But I think we've established that you're not getting 5 to 7% highly rated investment grade corporate bonds. You're not. There's no way. Not unless you're paying a huge premium for it. Huge. The reason for that is no one's going to sell you a 6% highly rated AA bond, for instance, at a discount. I mean, just think about this, how insane that would be. So here I am, Grandma Jones. I bought a AA rated bond. Man, I don't even know what a good company has got AA rated. I have no idea. Boeing. I'll just use them because they're in the news. We'll just use them for example. So Boeing 10 years ago issued me a 30-year corporate bond paying 6%. I bought it at issue. So I bought it at par for $1,000. All right. So I got $1,000 in it. So you probably 20, we'll just say it's 25,000 is typically a bond. But anyway, I bought it for $1,000. So I got 6% as my coupon at $1,000. All right. So I got 6% coupon. I put $1,000 in for 30 years. So I got 20 years left on maturity. Now Boeing's issuing those same exact bonds. They're paying 3 because they're AA rated. What's the AA rated ones right now? AA rated are paying 3.17. So now Boeing is issuing new debt for 30 years. Well, we would say 20 years because you only got 20 years left on that bond, that 30-year bond that you bought 10 years ago. So I got 20 years left on the 6% bond from Boeing, AA rated. Boeing is now issuing new 20-year AA rated bonds that are paying 3.17. All right, so which one is more valuable? The one at 6 or the one at 3.17? The exact same credit rating, because it's Boeing is the issuer. Everything's the same. Which is more valuable? So why would Grandma Jones sell that bond to you, smart guy, for less than 100? I mean, what she has is so much more value. She's not going to do it. She's not going to take she's not going to lose money on the bond. No one's going to say, I'm going to sell this to some crazy guy in the market for 99 cents on the dollar, which is a discount bond. No one's going to do that because they say, hell, you're willing to pay 100 for a 3.17% bond that's going to mature in 20 years. I'm not going to sell a 6% bond that's going to mature 20 years with the same credit rating quality for 99 cents. No one's going to do that. They're going to sell it for a huge premium. Because we got two the same exact bonds. Only thing is, one's paying 3.17, one's paying 6. The price will change dramatically. No one's going to sell you a discount bond if you, anyway, I don't know how else to explain it. I'll go down the whiteboard here in just a second and draw it for you because it frustrates me to no end. People don't get the difference between long-term returns on bonds and yields. They just don't, and you need to because you'll make drastic mistakes if you don't. And then you're not buying discount bonds. I just can't explain it. And finally, let me just real quick. There is no individual investor who is competing against these pensions and insurance companies is going to beat those guys. Old Josh sitting in his bedroom here, my office here in Milton, Georgia, is not going to beat USAA. They're going to beat me 100 times out of 100. Investing is now, in terms of meritocracy, when it comes to bond issuance, there's no meritocracy when it comes to bonds. The people who carry the biggest stick, the biggest companies, insurance companies and pensions, they always get best dibs. Always, because they're the ones who've got the money to loan to the issuer. And they dominate the market. I mean, so if that lady was foolish enough to sell her bond at a discount, USA would be in so quickly to sweep that up before you as a just regular investor could get it. Your Ed Jones guy is not going to get that in front of USA. It's not going to happen. Now, what a lot of brokerage firms will do is they'll buy bonds for their inventory to turn around to sell to their own investors. And that, that's not, I actually don't mind that at all. When I was at Smith Barney, we had huge inventories of bonds. But trust me, you as the individual investor are not getting the same deal as the guy, as Smith Barney did, or in this case, USAA, because that's how they make their money. They buy a bond, they put it in their inventory, and they sell it to you. That's how they make their money. All right, so let me go part 3 of this, which will show you the article about the bonds that are out there, the 7 best corporate bonds to buy for 2019. So don't forget to subscribe and hang tight. We'll see you here in just a sec.